Hello everyone, I know how much you're looking forward to the analysis of the latest episodes of Skibidi Wars, and we're getting close. Today I'm going to analyze episodes 90 and 91 for you, and then show you all the secrets and Easter eggs you've missed. So if you're ready to see the return of the Phantom Toilet and find out how Toilet Necromancer resurrected G-Man, put all your business aside for the next 10 minutes and trust me. Who is Plague Toilet, and what is he capable of? How Sonar Titan defected to the Skibidi army? Who did we see in the secret outpost in episode 91? Is it true that G-Man's mind is gone for good? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch the craziest thing you'll see today. Let's go! Episode 90 is on your screens. The events take place at the Alliance base, and you see 4 big cameramen. They are all wearing suits of different colors, and the one who is furthest away has a weapon. We look outside the base and there is an explosion. The big cameraman presses the alarm button, and at this point we can get a closer look at his weapon. Here you can see a small image with the letter A, which is an abbreviation for the word Alliance, I think. Behind him there is a stone statue, but instead of a head it has a big camera, and here it becomes clear on what base the events of this episode take place. The thing is that we've already seen such a statue earlier in the 61st episode, and if you forgot, this base was badly damaged after the battle between Toilet Emperor and Tri-Titan. It looks like the Alliance managed to rebuild it to keep this city under their control, and it looks like it's really important. Okay, you see a new unit of Skibidi toilets who have bodies of normal human beings, and a Skibidi woman. She wears special glasses, and has 2 sharp saws on the sides. They open fire on the base, and at that moment you can see these letters on the wall. You could see them under the bridge in the 62nd episode, and also in the 5th episode of the original series. After that, we see the big sniper cameraman. This guy has a special weapon, and it is an exact copy of the sniper rifle from the game team Fortress 2. Our bro fires a shot, and instead of the usual ammo, he uses the same secret formula from episode 85 that brainwashes the toilets and makes them switch to the Alliance side. It seems to have worked again, and Skibidi woman starts slicing these fools like bread in a crazy-like style. The cameraman gives the lady a thumbs up, and as I think he's counting on a friendship with her. Who knows? Maybe these guys would have an epic romance, but it's not meant to be. Someone sets it on fire, and a couple seconds later we see who did it. Now meet the Plague Toilet. He uses mechanical legs, 2 huge tanks full of acid, and he also has several speakers and a big triangular sign with a skull and bones. It's a hazard warning if you didn't know, my friends. There's a TV underneath this sign, and maybe this guy can use a glow light. On the sides you see the same guns that he used to fire at our friend, but their design is an exact copy of the Titan Speakerman's jetpack. And honestly, it looks funny. But the most interesting thing is his head. He wears a hat and a mask resembling a crow's beak, and by his name it is already clear that he is a reference to the Plague Doctor. These guys wore the exact same masks that were needed to ward off disease and protect the wearer from the foul odor that came from infected people. It's easier for me to call this guy the Plague Doctor. I hope you guys don't mind. Speaker Titan to our doctor for treatment. He waves at him and gestures as if he is to say, "Hey dude, who the hell are you?" In response, the doctor sends several tiny Skibidi toilets at him. If you'll look closer at them, you'll see their crazy facial expressions and several mechanical paws. Turns out they're parasites the doctor sent to take over the Titan's mind. The big boy handles these bugs with ease. And that's when you see some platforms on the Titan's head. We saw something like this on Toilet Inventor's head in episode 82, and there I said it's just a huge robot that the real inventor controls from the inside. I'm not going to develop crazy theories about this guy right now, guys, and say that he's actually being controlled by someone too. The Titan's head did get a lot bigger after the upgrades, and most likely these platforms were needed for the cameraman mechanics to move around and enhance his head. Okay, Sonar Titan also decided to take his part in the battle and got into the melee fight with the Plague Doctor. This guy is good at it, and he lands some powerful punches on the creep. To give you an idea of how powerful his punches are, remember last episode where he decided to fist bump his little brother? It's not like he even wanted to hurt him. Damn it. Now imagine what kind of pudding he's turning the doctor's face into. Now it's Phantom's turn to stand up for Plague Toilet. And yes, guys, I've read your comments again and realized that I missed an interesting detail in the last analysis. It was obvious that he was going to show up in this battle, because in episode 89, this guy appeared behind a tree at 16 seconds frame right here. Believe me, I read all your comments, and I'm very happy to see you helping me to improve the quality of my analysis. Thanks to you, the others now will also know about this guy. You guys are the best, thank you. Sonar Titan tries to smash Phantom, but something crazy happens then. This guy is back with new powers, and now he can create an invisible barrier around himself that protects him from any attacks. Without thinking for too long, Plague Toilet puts a new tenant into the Titan's body and then teleports away. Realizing what just happened, Speaker Titan tries to grab the Phantom, but trying to catch it equals to catching the air with your bare hands. You're too late, bro, and Sonar Titan's mind now belongs to the Skibidi army. After that, we go back to the main Skibidi base and see some dude upgrading G-Man. His body is fully robotic and has a toilet on top. He has a jetpack and a red gun on his face, and a weird sparking device on his head. I really don't know who this guy is, but I'd love to read your theories about him in the comments. Jimmy turned around, and here on the red gun you see the Black Mesa logo. He has two big guns that Toilet Emperor uses, a strange cannon with an orange glow behind it, and a mask covering half of his face. Toilet Necromancer is satisfied with this guy's work, but instead of a bonus, he tears off one of his mechanical arms and appropriates it for himself. Of course, the humble worker didn't like it, and for such insolence he wants to separate Necromancer's head from TV Titan's body. But for attempting such a betrayal, he is being turned into a pile of metal and gets thrown away. This was done by the same man we saw at the end of episode 88. His name is Malware, and he is the right hand of Toilet Emperor. He destroyed the poor guy with a special device on his arm, just like the one you saw behind Jimmy's back. It works like a powerful compressor and gives him the ability to move anything and then squeeze it with the monstrous force. By the way, a second before the destruction, you can notice a few of the units we talked about in the last episode. It's time to resurrect G-Man, and Necromancer gives him immense power. Jimmy comes to his senses and opens his eyes. It's time to move on to episode 91 now, my friends. You see the follow-up to the battle at the Alliance base and the infected Sonar Titan. Speaker Titan comes up to Blood and tries to understand what happened to him, but quickly regrets it and gets hit in the face. In response, Speaker Titan stuns him with a powerful sonic blast, which is a good idea because Sonar is very sensitive to loud noises, but it only works as long as the infected boy doesn't use his core. Speaker Titan gets seriously injured and realizes he can't beat him. He waves his head around as if he's to say, "Damn, this guy is too strong." But Sonar Titan is ready to continue, pounding his fists against each other like Rocky from the legendary same-titled movie. Speaker Titan receives an important notification on his tablet saying, "Retreat now." He has also sent the coordinates of where he is to arrive, so Titan retreats. Well, excuse me, but it seemed like this guy was going to get the heck away without your messages too. You should have helped the kid with the Sonar Titan instead, don't you think? Anyway, Titan is already in place and now he is acting as POV. By this inscription, we realize that this is a secret Alliance outpost, where also arrived Titan Cinema Man. "Long time no see, bro, how are you?" The Titans give each other a fist bump, and when we turn around we see two big cameramen in big armored cars. One of them also has the Black Mesa logo on it. One cameraman is showing the Titan where to go, and the other one is probably holding the weapon that was stored in the box. It's the perfect time to bring back the old trio of Titans. And when the gates open, you see our old friend? It's Titan Cameraman, who is greeted cheerfully by our POV Titan and shakes his hand. The last time we saw this guy was in episode 74, where Titan Cinema Man also appeared for the last time, and this guy came back only 11 episodes later, but very strong. Now imagine how much stronger Titan Cameraman has gotten since it took him 17 episodes to improve. He's really hard to discern, so it's difficult to tell what kinds of improvements he's gotten, but from this outline we can assume that he got new guns on his shoulders or something. After a reunion of old friends, we're back to the pricks who resurrected G-Man. Malware turns to Necromancer and thanks him for his good work. Jimmy comes closer and says that from now on he will follow any commands of his savior. And I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Looks like we got the body of a real G-Man, but not the mind. Think about it. Jimmy was one of the most powerful characters in this multiverse. And you really think he'd serve some freak? Now he's just a puppet controlled by Toilet Necromancer. The mind of the real boss of the Skibidi army is gone from this show forever. Press F, G-Man. The camera changes perspective, and we get a closer look at this man. His whole body is completely robotic, and there's a toilet on top of it. He's wearing the exact same gas mask as Toilet Emperor does. This guy seems to have one eye, and he hella reminds me of a Cyclops. It looks really funny. The jerk explains to Jimmy that from now on he will only follow the Emperor's commands, and that's the end of the episode. But here's the interesting thing. At the very last second of the episode, you can see the expression on the toilet necromancer's face. And don't you think he's thinking about something? I have an interesting theory. You know that toilet necromancer is a real psycho and a scumbag, and I think he can easily betray Skibidi army. Now there is G-Man under his full control, who is very powerful indeed. At the right moment, Necromancer will order this guy to destroy Toilet Emperor, and thanks to that he can become the new boss of Skibidi army. Write your opinion about my theory in the comments below, and that was me, Isotoilet. See ya!